Welcome to the Know. I'm Ashley.
I'm Mica.
By now you've no doubt heard that there was a shooting that happened at the YouTube headquarters in San Bruno yesterday, which left one person dead and 3 injured. Now that a little bit of time has passed, we now have a better understanding about what exactly happened and what some of the facts are.
When the news first broke, there was a lot of conflicting information about what was actually going on. A lot of that is because the primary sources at the time were YouTube employees near the scene who didn't quite know themselves.
Well, and then on top of that, misinformation in cases like this tends to spread just as quickly, if not more quickly, than the real information on social media. But here's what we actually know. The first reports of the shooting started around 1 p.m. Pacific time when many YouTube employees were eating lunch on a patio behind the building.
Several employees tweeted that there was an active shooter situation on the campus, which was followed up by the San Bruno Police Department. 3 buildings on the YouTube campus were locked down and over 200 employees were evacuated.
Now, we actually, as soon as we heard, we checked with our contacts in the YouTube gaming group, and they all confirmed they were okay, which was a huge relief since early reports were actually calling for casualties. Again, that at least thankfully turned out to not be as severe as they were initially calling it.
Yes, fortunately, the only casualty in this whole ordeal was limited to the female suspect, along with 3 others who were treated for gunshot. After the incident, Google CEO Sundar Pichai sent a global notice out to all employees.
He wrote, "Earlier this afternoon, while our employees were having lunch, we received reports of an active shooter at YouTube in San Bruno. Law enforcement and our security team worked to evacuate the buildings and prioritize the safety of everyone there."
His letter went on to say, "It's with great sadness that I tell you, based on the latest information, 4 people were injured in this horrific act of violence. We're doing everything we can to support them and their families at this time."
And as with any situation like this where information is rolling out in real time, there were a lot of false reports going around about the motives of the shooter. There was some initial speculation that this had to do with YouTube's recent anti-firearms policies regarding demonstrations of certain types of attachments for weapons, and also banning the sale of weapons via YouTube or linking to sales of guns via YouTube.
However, we now know a bit more about the shooter, who died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the scene. Based on her social media activity in recent months, she was a YouTube creator upset with the company for censorship and demonetization of her videos.
San Bruno police chief said during a statement to the press today, "We know she was upset with YouTube, and now we've determined that was the motive."
A website that is believed to belong to the shooter has a post that states, "There is no equal growth opportunity on YouTube or any other video sharing site. Your channel will grow if they want to."
This animosity was corroborated by the woman's family, who say she had something of a vendetta against YouTube because of what happened to several of her videos, which she claims were blocked because of YouTube's agenda.
In an interview with San Diego-based ABC affiliate KGTV, the woman's brother said he even warned the police that she might do something early on the morning of the attack. She was reported missing since March 31st until police found her sleeping in her car in Mountain View, which is relatively close to the YouTube offices.
Now, her brother said that when he heard that's where she was and Googled it to see its proximity to YouTube, he was worried she might do something violent and alerted the police. Although CNN reports authorities say they weren't alerted about YouTube at all when they spoke with the woman's family. They called them once they found her in her car.
They also said that when they spoke with her, she seemed to be acting normal. The authorities told CNN, "At no point during our roughly 20-minute interaction with her did she mention anything about YouTube. If she was upset with them or that she had planned to harm herself or others, she was calm and cooperative."
Now, look, we're sure there's going to be a lot more information that comes out about this as the week rolls on, but that's pretty much the summary of what we know about the story for now. While what happened was definitely a tragedy, and it's unfortunate that it was a thing at all, and it's definitely not fun to report on stuff like that, it's still pretty fortunate for everyone involved that the outcome wasn't worse.
Yes.
So I guess if we got to find a silver lining, it's that.
Yeah, this will probably continue to develop over the next few days as we learn more, but we wanted to make sure you all the most current, most accurate information we could find.
Yeah, and we're not gonna look into any of the further speculation right now. At least we'll wait until see what happens when the facts settle, what the whole story is, and we'll keep you posted in the meantime as we learn all that.